The question is 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on till n is less than 2n plus 1 of whole square. So we need to show that this complete expression is less than 2n plus 1 of whole square using induction. So what's the first step to be done? Let Pn be the given relation. In first step, put n equals 1 in Pn. Now for all inequality related questions, what we do, we write only the first term, that is 1 less than. Now in RHS, in place of n, we'll write 1. So this will be 2 plus 1 of whole square, that is 1 less than 9. We'll proceed only if this one is true. So is it true? नहीं बोल रहे थे आप. So 1 is less than 9, which is true. Which is true. Therefore, P1 is true. Once P1 is true, then only we move on to the second step. Second step is let P of K be true. P of K be true, that means the whole expression is true in terms of K. So everything else the same. 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on till K is less than 2K plus 1 of whole square. Nandini, yahan tak clear hai?
Yes, sir.
Now this complete expression is less than this. In order to make them equal, we'll have to subtract something from this. So this implies 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on till K is equal to 2K plus 1 of whole square minus n. तो बहुत सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट है. लेस देन होगा तो सब्ट्रैक्ट करना होगा, मोर देन होगा तो ऐड करना होगा इन ऑर्डर टू मेक देम इक्वल. और यहां हमें मेंशन करना पड़ेगा that m belongs to a positive number. That's our equation 1. Now third step. Put n equals k plus 1 in P1. So again, everything else will be same. This will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on till the last expression k plus 1 less than 2 into k plus 1 plus 1 of whole square. The term just before this will be k. Now in place of this, we can write 2k plus 1 of whole square minus m and plus k plus 1 is less than 2k plus 2 plus 1. So 2k plus 3 of whole square. Now please analyze what we are getting. Let's open this whole square over here. So this will be 4k square plus 1 plus 4k. We open this whole square. Minus m plus k plus 1. And this whole expression is less than. Let's open this whole square also. This will be 4k square plus 9 and plus 12k. Now see, we are getting this as 4k square plus 5k plus 2 minus m. 4k square as it is, 5k, 1 plus 1, that will be 2, and minus m is less than 4k square plus 12k plus 9. Now analyze this situation. 4k square, equal. Here we got 5k and here we got 12k. This is smaller. Here this is 2, here this is 9, still smaller. And moreover, we got minus m over here. But yahan par kuch subtract nahi hoga. So that means this complete side is less than this, right? So we can write this implies pk plus 1 is true. Hence, Pn is true for all values of n belonging to. Clear, Nandini? I think इसी step में problem थी. यहाँ पर हम एक चीज और लिख सकते हैं, to be precise, which is true, because it is evident that this is true. Right, Manav? Clear to all? वंश, अभी समझ आया है आपको? अभी समझ आया है आपको? अच्छा, कल आ गया. Clear now? Then 6.3 from the exercise, any other problem? Done all the questions. Great. Vansh, 6.3. हाँ जी, दो गलत हो गए. 4 क्वेश्चंस थे, एक मैंने कल करा दिया था, 2 गलत हो गए. सही. डोंट, मैं बताता हूँ. डोंट यू वांट टू आस्क दिस? जो गलत हुआ है वो अपने आप ठीक कर लोगे आप. एग्जाम्पल नंबर 12. बट उसके लिए मुझे पूरा बताना पड़ेगा. Now, example 12, prove that eleven raised to the power n plus 2 plus 12 raised to the power 2n plus 1 is divisible by 133. So we need to show that this is divisible by 133. Let P and be the given relation. First step, put n equals 1 in Pn. So this will be 11 raised to the power 3 plus 12 raised to the power 3. In place of n, if we write 1, because it will be 1 plus 2, 3, this will be 2 plus 1, 3. 11 raised to the power 3, 1, 3, 3, 1. 12 raised to the power 3, 1, 7, 2, 8. So this will be 9, this will be 5, this will be 3. 3059. Now 3059 can be written as we can write this as 23 133 into 23. Because we have to show that this is divisible by 133. So it should be written like this. Because if it is divisible or if it is a multiple, we should be able to express this expression in the form of 133 and a whole number or an integer. So 23 is definitely an integer. So now we can write which is divisible by 133. So therefore, P1 is. Please ensure that you write it in this form. Second, let P of K be 3. So 11 raised to the power K plus 2 plus 12 raised to the power 2K plus 1 is divisible by 133. So if it is divisible by 133, it will be written as 133m, where m belongs to integer. Find out any one value from here. I'm finding out 12 raised to the power 2k plus 1. 133m minus 11 raised to the power k plus equation 1. Now third step, put n equals k plus 1 in Pn. So this will be 11 raised to the power k plus 1 plus 2 plus 12 raised to the power 2 into k plus 1 plus 1. 11 raised to the power k plus 1 plus 2 plus 12 raised to the power 2k plus 2 plus 1. Shall I write this 1 plus 2 as 3? No. We to temptation control करनी है. Because we need to break that in terms of this. So we will write this as 11 raised to the power, because we already got k plus 2. So 11 raised to the power k plus 2 into 11. And this will be written as 12 raised to the power 2k plus 1 into 12 raised to the power 2. Is it clear? Because this has to be reduced to this form. So 11 raised to the power k plus 2 into 11 for the time being as it is, and plus 144 into, in place of 12 raised to the power 2k plus 1. We can write this complete value. So this is 133m minus 11 raised to the power k plus 2. So this is 11 raised to the power k plus 2 into 11, 144 into 133m minus 144 into 11 raised to the power k plus 2. So this is 144 into 133m plus 11 minus 144. Plus 11 minus 144 will be minus 133 into 11 raised to the power k plus 2. Now, out of these two, what can we take common? We'll be left with 144m minus 11 raised to the power k plus 2, which is divisible by 133. Therefore, pk plus 1 is 2, and hence pn is 2 for all values of p. Right? Animesh. All right. अब समझ तो कुछ आया नहीं, गर्दन ऐसे गा दी सारा समझ में आ गया हो तो, बट फिर ऐसा रिस्पॉन्स भी मत दो ना कि मुझे मिसगाइड क्यों कर रहे हो आप. The very first chapter from the book, that is sets. What is a set? Anyone from you? You people have done it in class 6 and 7, I believe. याद है किसी को? Close your books, please close your books. अरे भाई नहीं, अभी नहीं. Close your book. मैं बताऊंगा. What is a set? जो आपको याद है. Let me check that knowledge. What is a set? Collection of similar things. Okay. Which contains specific numbers. So it is that only numbers which can be written in the form of set, or anything. It can be anything. Okay. Anyone else? Or kuch specification about a set? The most important thing. It contains similar things. So, like for example, if I write 2, 4, sorry, 2, 3. These two are dissimilar things. 2 is even number, 3 is odd number, so it should not be a set. Specific pattern. वो तो फिर sequence series में चला जाएगा. Pattern things में pattern नहीं हो सकता. देखो इन discussion से चीजें clear हो. There's nothing right or wrong. We are just having a discussion. So time to have your say. Naman. हाँ जी. Matrix में they are in curly brackets. Okay. Okay. Matlab that is one of the denotion. That is the representation. I'm asking what is a set? Manav? Anything that contains some object. Like for example, this room has got chairs, it has got objects, it has got we as objects also. So do you think this room is a set? You say no, anything. So this room is a thing. Hamza? Ishkiran? Vritika, Nandini? Come on. Nandini?
A set is something which contains similar type of things.
A set is something which contains similar type of things. I think यहाँ पर जो word हम similar use करें वो different meaning के साथ use करें. Because it is not compulsory that only similar things are there. Like for example, जैसे मैंने अभी एक simple सा example दिया था that if a set contains only these two numbers 2 and 3, these two numbers have got completely different nature. 2 is even, 3 is odd, but still they can form a set. So for a set, the most important thing is that it should be well defined. What's the most important thing? That it should be well defined. We'll discuss that why this well defined thing is there. पहले आप लिख लो जल्दी से. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. So I think जो हम similar use करे थे वो हम well-defined के लिए use करे. So it should be well-defined. Why well-defined? Like for example, if I write collection of good books in a library. So what do you think? Will it be a set? Why not? For some people, there will be different categories which are good books, and some people the category will be different. That is, can we say that this attribute good is not well defined? So this is not a set. If I say collection of all physics books in a library. Will it be a set? Because physics will remain to be physics. Whichever part of the universe you go, multiverse में भी अगर आप चले जाओ, physics will remain to be physics only. So this is well defined. So for the that is the most important thing for a set is that the object should be well defined. Like for example, if I say that collection of all tall boys in a school, will it be a set? Yes. भाई जो tall है वो तो tall ही रहेगा, right? So will it be a set? पक्का. Collection of all tall boys in a school. The attribute tall is not well defined. क्योंकि अगर आप क्लास से फॉर एग्जांपल क्लास 7th का स्टूडेंट है, वो क्लास 2nd में चला जाए, राइट, तो वहां पर वो टॉल हो गया. बट अगर वो क्लास 12th में चला जाए तो ही इज नो लॉन्गर अ टॉल बॉय. सो यहाँ पर एट्रीब्यूट टॉल वेल डिफाइंड नहीं है. But in place of tall, if I say that collection of all boys whose height is more than 168 centimeter, now this attribute is well defined. Understood? If I say collection of all beautiful people on earth, set or not? Why not a set? भाई जो beautiful है वो तो beautiful ही है. Different people have different beauty. That is again the attribute beautiful have that is people have different perspective about beauty. So मैं किसी को beautiful मान रहा हूँ, हो सकता है आप ना मानो. So that means this attribute is not well defined. If I say collection of all intelligent people in a class, collection of all intelligent people in a class, is it a set? Not a set. भाई online students वालों को भी बोलना है. Marks is no measure of intelligence. मैं नहीं मानता हूँ कम से कम. आपके ख्याल से ये सेट है. Anyone, Nandini, Ritika, bhai, take part in the discussion.
Sir, it is not a set.
It is not a set. Why, Nandini? Why it is not a set?
So because intelligence is not well defined.
Intelligence is not well defined. यहीं पर अगर मैं ये बोलूं that the collection of all students whose IQ is more than 140, यहाँ अब ये well defined हो गया, right? So understood. It should, that is the attribute should remain to be universal. एक last example फिर इसको conclude करें. Like for example, if I say that collection of all dangerous animals on earth, why not a set? भाई जो dangerous है वो तो सबके लिए dangerous है. क्यों, किसी को क्या कॉकरोच पे डेंजरस लगेगा? लगता है. एग्जैक्टली, राइट. सो यहाँ पर भी एट्रीब्यूट डेंजरस वेल डिफाइंड नहीं है. सो देयरफॉर इट विल नॉट बी अ सेट. क्लियर दिस थिंग? कोई कंफ्यूजन, कोई डाउट यहाँ तक? सो व्हाट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग फॉर अ कलेक्शन टू बी कॉल्ड अ सेट? It should be well defined. And by well defined we mean it should be universal. It should be universally accepted criteria. Then only it will be a set. यहाँ तक क्लियर है? आपने डेफिनेशन भी ऑलरेडी लिख ली. कुछ एग्जांपल्स लिख लेते हैं बस जल्दी से. लिखो जल्दी से. कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑल इवन नंबर्स, विल इट बी अ सेट? ऐसा तो नहीं मेरे लिए इवन कुछ और है, आपके लिए इवन कुछ और है. सेम. कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑल इवन नंबर्स. सेकंड, कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑल planets in the solar system, will it be a set? बस एक एग्जांपल और ये आप सजेस्ट करो. थर्ड एग्जांपल, कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑल नेचुरल नंबर्स. Next is representation of set. There are basically three ways to represent a set. The first one is the roster form. What is roster form? In roster form, we directly write the elements of the set. Elements are written directly. Enclosed within curly brackets, we write the elements. For example, A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Or B equals A, E, I, O, U. So this is the first form, rostered form. So in rostered form, we write the elements directly. But here, stop writing. Second one is the set builder form. In set builder form, the importance is given to the attribute. The importance is given to the property that the elements share. That means it is, here we mention the property. Like for example, इन्हीं दोनों set को अगर हमें set builder form में convert करना हो, तो first one will be x such that x is an even natural number. Followed, x is an even natural number. What about set B? X such that x is a vowel in English alphabet. In of. Clear, listen? The third form is known as the interval form. But remember, interval form is a very restricted form. Restricted form in the sense that it can only be used if x belongs to R. If x is a real number, then only we can use the interval form. For example, if I write x such that x belongs to R and x is greater than equal to 1 but less than equal to 5. We can write this in interval form. In interval form, it will be written as 1, 5. Listen to this carefully. ये आगे concept बहुत important है, बहुत जगह use होगा ये. The concept of open and closed intervals. यहाँ पर value 1 और 5 दोनों include हो रही है. So that is why we have a closed interval at 1 as well as at 5. I'll give you 2 more examples, 3 more examples. देखो अगर यहाँ पर ऐसे होता x belongs to R, x is greater than 1 but less than equal to 5. Is there any difference between the two? What is the difference? 1 will not be included. So here it will be an open bracket at 1 and closed bracket at 5. Understood the meaning of open and closed bracket? If that value is included, we use the closed bracket. If that value is not included, we use the open bracket. For open bracket, we can even use round brackets. So it can be written like this. Few more examples. X such that x belongs to R, x is greater than 1 but greater than equal to 1 but less than 5. आप बताओ. Closed at 1, open at 5, or it can be written like this. If it is x such that x belongs to R, x is greater than 1 but less than 5. What will be the result? Both are open. So 1, 5 or round bracket 1, 5. Clear? One last example. X such that x belongs to R, x is greater than 1. X is greater than 1. I'll make it a little easier. X greater than equal to 1. अब कैसे लिखेंगे? 1 पर तो close bracket आ गया. Then 1 till infinity. Infinity पर कौन सा bracket आएगा? Open या close? Open. We always use open bracket at infinity. Infinity cannot be enclosed. So it should be always an open bracket towards infinity. So it can also be written as 1 till infinity. Is it clear? Without इसमें? So there are 3 representations of a set. The first one is the roster form in which we write the elements directly. Second one is the set builder form in which we mention the property of the elements. And the third one is the interval form. And interval form can only be used when x belongs to D. Right? जल्दी से note करो इसको. Writing a few examples One in roster form, some in roster form, and some in set builder form. We need to change the form. Watch out carefully. Like for example, if I write A is equal to say 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. What will be the corresponding set builder form? Multiple of 5. Can we say that x is equal to x such that x is equal to 5n, where n belongs to natural number, right? Because the smallest natural number is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. जैसे जैसे put up करते रहेंगे, we'll get all the multiples of 5. Clear this thing? If I write A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 24. What will be the corresponding set builder form? Multiples of 6. What will be the corresponding set builder form? Multiple of 3. 1 कैसे 3 का multiple हो जाएगा? 2 कैसे 3 का multiple हो जाएगा? One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. Factors of 24. So simply x such that x is a factor of 24. Its corresponding set builder form. Come on, guess भी कर सकते हो. LO by A. Nandini, come on. X is a